To show you how to complete the class activity so that you're able to report and visualize the participants and the results from your survey. So you log into Qualtrics, you click up here to results, then you come down here and you'll see the first item is your consent form. So you continue to scroll down. In the left column here, you can see all of your questions. So here you go. This one asks if you've been currently in or have been in a romantic relationship in the last 6 months. You can see here that 19 people said no, so they were sent out of your survey. Next, you ask about some personal demographic characteristics. Here, you ask about gender. Now, this is going to be set on default and default here. It's going to be choice count and 2 decimal places. What you want to do is change it to percentage here in the right column and 0 decimal places. You want to come down here and look further in this right column. The horizontal bars button will be checked until you uncheck it, like I've done here. We can click legend. The legend only puts percentage there, which you can keep there. Bar labels show the percentage, 56% for women, 42% for men. And you can also, in this column, try a pie chart by clicking the pie chart here, and it'll show you now that 56% women, 42% men, 2% prefer to self-describe. Nobody identified as non-binary. You can continue down here with age. You can do the same thing. You can see, once again, you don't want default choice count. You want percentage. You want no decimal points. And I would scroll down further so that you can uncheck the horizontal bars so that you've got vertical bars here. You want to show the legend for percentage, show bar labels. You can play with this, truncate labels. It doesn't really do much. Well, let's see. It doesn't do much, does it? Show y-axis or not? You want to show the y-axis. Then you can do other demographic characteristics. What year are you in college? Again, here you want to go to percentage, no decimals. Come down here, you can turn it into a pie chart so that it'll just show the percentages along with your legend down here at the bottom. If that legend isn't showing, you might need to click that. You can also do it this way, where you have a bar that shows the percentages in this way. And I encourage you to play around with it, but you always want it to be percent, not choice count. Now, when you get finished with being able to identify your demographic variables, you want to come down here and you want to find some questions that are focused on your dependent variables. So this was a matrix table question. You can see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions here. When you go up to data source, you can pick one just so that you're only seeing one of these, which is a lot easier to interpret, right? Again, your choice count should be percentage, no decimals. Here, you could make it into the bar instead of the way it is. Now we want to ask you, please indicate the extent to which, how open, so up here under data source, how open do you feel your partner is about their thoughts and feelings? Now, what I can do that's interesting here is that I can come back to, can't do it with this kind of a bar, but with a pie chart or with the bar chart like this, I can get rid of the horizontal bars, show bar labels, and then sometimes this column will disappear on you. You have to be careful. Okay, so we're going to come back here. Oh, where were we? How open. So sometimes if you're not careful, you'll click and it'll take you right out of your question. You just have to navigate back to it. How open do you feel your partner is about their thoughts and feelings? You've got the bars here. Let's make it a pie chart. And let's break this out by, are you a member of a in a Greek life organization. So now you see the people who say no, they're not a member of Greek life, versus the people who say yes, they are a member of Greek life. So what's interesting here is you can see that there are some differences in the red is different, the not. How open do you feel your partner is about their thoughts and feelings? They're not. So it's the not is higher among those who are not members of Greek life. You could ask, is your partner a member? Is your partner a member of Greek life? So we could do it that way and see the same kind of a pattern, right? We could ask, do you live on campus or not? Is that different? But this is not going to answer your research question, right? What you're focused on is whether they're members of Greek life or whether you're a member of Greek life. Then you can go to different questions. How reliable do you find your partner when they commit to something? And 69% of members of Greek life say their partner is very reliable, whereas 81% of people who are not members of Greek life say their partner is reliable. You can continue to play with this and do these questions again. Percentage, no decimals. You don't want horizontal bars, so you unclick horizontal so that they're vertical bars. You can turn it into a pie chart. And then you can break it out by, are you a member in Greek life organization? And you can see, do you and your partner have similar goals for the future? Very similar. People who are not in Greek life, 56% say their goals are very similar. People who are in Greek life, only 41% say their goals are very similar. So you can see these are potentially answering some of your research questions, but I encourage you to go through and check out, how satisfied are you? So more folks are satisfied who are in Greek life, or at least somewhat satisfied. 13% of people who are not in Greek life are not satisfied. Anyway, play with it and find answers to your research questions, and then you can complete the assignment.